What's good? It's your boy Paul Pickett, Promo Palace LLC. This is Promo Palace Vlog 12. I'm gonna call this one pushing out content. Um Basically, when I notice a lot of artists, be on social media, most artists they're just like all they really do is post music links or they might post quotes or thoughts, but where's the content? In a social media driven world, you know, when you're on like platforms like TikTok, these people are getting followers because they're pumping out content. They're pushing out content. They're pushing out two to three posts a day. And it's cool to post your music and all whatnot. But a lot of artists, I see them, they'll take the same song and they'll just post it every day over and over again. That's not how you do things. You gotta pump out fresh content every day. And in between you dropping songs, what you should be doing is pushing out more visual content, more videos, and more actual high quality pics of yourself. So maybe like say we're doing two posts a day. Maybe in the morning you could do high quality pic. Post that. That's your visual content for the morning. And then later in the day or that night, you post a video of whatever. It could be a video of you in the studio recording, you in the studio writing to a beat or whatever it may be. But you as an artist have to put out more visual content. Like you have to kind of turn yourself into a reality TV star, even when you're not a star. You got to go into this reality TV mode where you have to film as much content of yourself and put it out there. And you need to be posting 2 to 3 posts a day. If you're just posting one post a day, I mean, that's not going to drive in followers, because followers are driven off of content, and you're only as relevant as your last content. That's why if you notice Vlad TV post out 7 videos a day. Because when you have the followers he has, you got to push that content out. And pushing 7 videos out a day guarantees Vlad about 1 million views per day. You know what I'm saying? Because you just keep pushing the content out, because one thing you always got to realize about followers is all your followers are not going to engage with your content. It is not happening. I don't care who you are, you're the biggest celebrity on the planet. Only a percentage of your followers are engaging with your content. Most followers follow and don't ever engage. Again, that's it. That's the only engagement they do. They just follow you and they'll see your post and they might view it and check it out. But everybody's not engaging. This idea that you got 1 million followers and 1 million of them engaging is complete lies. It's bogus. It's false. It's fairy tale. It's fantasy. Because only about 10% of your followers are engaging at any specific time. So if like we got 1 million subscribers and we pumping out like Vlad pumps out 7 videos a day, he's getting 100,000 views or more because Vlad has about 4 million followers. So he's gonna get anywhere from 100 to 400,000 views per video in a day, because that's the 10% rule. You know what I'm saying? Because typically only 10% of your followers are engaging. Same thing with a playlist. This idea that somebody's got 50,000 followers and they got 50,000 listeners is bogus, false, fairy tale, make believe, made up, imaginary BS. Because in the advertising world, you typically not even going to get 10%. You're typically only going to get 2 to 3% of the people to do what you want them to do. But when you build a fan base, your fan base is more like a 10% kind of ordeal. And you might pull 20, 30%, but this idea that all your fans are going to engage, all your followers are going to engage with any of your content is bogus. That's why people constantly, when they have followers and fans like that, they pump out content constantly. You know, TikTokers, they got millions of followers. They're pumping out 4 or 5 posts a day. 4 or 5 a day. Because once again, your followers on different time zones and different geographic locations, that you have to pump content out different times of the day to cater to different time zones and all your fans and all your followers across the board. So artists, pump out content. Don't just post the song link over and over again. Just post the Spotify link and post the Apple Music link. No, record visual content of yourself doing whatever. It could be antics, non-antics. It could just be you being you being crazy. Like, you know, the baby, for example, you know, like people think he blew up just off of the music. No, the content that he posted, all the antics, going to South by Southwest in a diaper, all the antics, all the content, all the other visuals is part of it. You know what I'm saying? So post out as many high quality pics as yourself day to day. Post out as many videos as yourself. Don't just constantly post out music links and thoughts. Thoughts is not even content. It's not even content. If it's not visual or audio, if you can't listen to it or you can't see it visually, it's content. It's not content. You know, if I got reading a quote, that's not really content. You know what I'm saying? Reading a thought, that's not really content. That's just a thought. That's not what we classify as content. Content is visual content. You know, pictures, video, you know, and much video as possible. As much visual content as you can put out there on yourself as possible. Put it out there. 2 to 3 times a day, put it out there, get it out there, you know, because like the visual content of you doing you being yourself anyways, it's not like you're gonna make royalties off of that anyways. You're not gonna make royalties off of that. It's just to help you build fans, help you build followers, to help engage with people. You know, you put yourself out there, engage with the world, you know, let them see who you are, let them see your personality, your character, whatever, you know, whether it's, even if it's a gimmick or whatever, put it out there. Content. You know, don't wait to just post content when you record a song. If you're not posting content every day, you're not trying to build fans every day. You're not trying to build followers every day, because just posting a link a week ago, they're not going to be engaging with it a week later. Engagement comes right when you post it at those high peak times when everybody's checking it out and all eyeballs is on this, you know. So pushing out content, that's what we mean, you know. Don't just put your music out on social media. Don't just, you know, post links, you know. Always post as much content as you can, visual, you know, pictures, visual videos, you know, put it out there, you know. So there's not much really to say, man. It's a content driven world, you know. Social media is driven by content, and you're competing with millions and millions of other people's content. So this idea that your content just stands out from the rest is not always going to happen unless you're doing something like antics or something, unless you're wearing a diaper at South by Southwest like the baby, or you eating a cockroach off of your arm like, oh boy, you know. There's nothing to make your visual content stand out except consistency, persistence, you know, persistence and consistence with your content. Persistently drop it out, consistently drop it out, you know. And if you doing antic things, yeah, it'll stand out even more. If you're not doing antic things, you know, to make your stuff stand out is you got to put out more content than everybody else. You got to be seen more than everybody else. You know, this idea of posting once a day or once a week, that's not making you be seen more than the rest of the people that are posting 2, 3, 4 times a day. You know, you get on TikTok and you got TikTokers posting 6, 7 times a day when they got millions of followers. Vlad posting 6 or 7 times a day. You know, you'll even see Joe Budden's TV get in there and post like old, footage, clips of old footage, put in like compilations and just pump them 3, 4, 5 uploads in that day, because all their followers and all their fans are gonna go watch every single one of them, or a portion of fans might watch this one and portion might watch that one, but constantly they're getting fans and followers to constantly engage and view their stuff because they're constantly dropping content, so that's what it is, and if y'all on YouTube right now, I want y'all to go into that right corner and hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? We need to get the subscribers up on YouTube. These vlogs are also going to be on my podcast, which is on Apple, Spotify, Deezer, Amazon, and a lot of other platforms. I think almost every podcasting platform you could think of, tune in, except like iHeartRadio. You know what I'm saying? So we're on all the major podcasting platforms. Goes to the YouTube, the Facebook, Instagram, TV, all that good stuff. Don't forget to subscribe in that right corner. You could check out the website, promopalace.biz. Of course, my name is Paul Pickett. This is Promo Palace LLC. Also on IndieCastle.net, PlanetPlaylist.com. Check out the New Litter Apparel. Work harder, not smarter. New Litter Apparel. We got the apparel also for the dog lovers. New Litter Apparel is basically typically a dog lover apparel, but we also throw in the business slogans as well. Work smarter, not harder. Because who doesn't want to work smarter, not harder? If you want to email me, you can email me at paul@promopalace.biz or promopalace1@gmail.com. It's where we process a lot of orders and do a lot of our business at. Follow us on Twitter, Promo Palace LLC, Indie Castle. You could Google me, Paul Pickett, Paul Pickett Podcast, Promo Palace LLC. And that's pretty much it, man. This is, Vlog 12, pushing out content, so just make sure you constantly pushing out content, and a nice amount of content, day to day. And that's how you typically stand out from the rest, unless your content is just so abstract and bizarre and so weird that it stands out from the rest. Because typically only the weirdos stand out for the rest unless you're just pumping out more content than the rest of the people. So, you got to do something to stand out from the rest, and just uploading once a day is just not standing out. So what everybody else is doing, posting one thing a day, one music link a day, or posting the same thing over and over again, definitely isn't bringing followers. If you're going to post the same thing over and over again, you just run ads. Posting the same thing over and over again is, who wants to follow somebody just post one thing over and over again, man? That's boring. That's lame. That's so bland, But yeah, so check us out, promopalace.biz, indiecastle.net, planetplaylist.com, newlitter.com, paul@promopalace.biz. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube and stay tuned in for more vlogs.